Hello and welcome to another episode of Signals from the Inside, where we decode the symptoms no one else can explain so you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you. I am your host, Maisie Lovett, and today we're going to be talking about the nervous system and weight loss connection that no one talks about. All right, so let's dive into this. If you feel like your body is holding on to weight, no matter how good you are, no matter how hard you work out, you're lifting weights, maybe 3 to 4 days a week, or maybe even 5 to 7. You're eating clean, you're eating whole foods, you're tracking, you're being mindful, you're staying consistent, but you are still not seeing that damn scale move. Or if it does move, it moves very slowly and just easily comes right back. Then the first thing that I want you to look at is this is not about eat less, move more, be more consistent, do harder, sweat more, burn more calories. That is not what this is. Because the problem isn't the effort. The problem is that your body doesn't feel safe to let go of the weight that it's holding on to. So let's take a little bit deeper look into this weight. Let's start with the fact that your nervous system is constantly scanning for one thing. Am I safe? Or do I need to protect? Am I in danger? And if your body perceives stress, whether it's physical, emotional, or stored stress, then it is going to stay into that shift of protection mode. And in that state, your body isn't focused on fat loss. It's focused on conserving energy, holding on to resources and nutrients that you ate from, meals prior, keeping you stable and operating and surviving. So this can end up looking like fatigue, stubborn weight, water retention, inflammation, cravings, meaning nighttime. Let's look at it in this way. I have some clients who come to me and they'll eat a meal and then immediately want something sweet afterwards. Or nighttime snacking comes into play. Maybe they've eaten less all day, and after they get home from work, they're kind of in their safe zone of home. And now it's time to start slamming some food down. So they're eating sometimes bigger meals in the evening, or they're eating a whole bunch of snacks. Maybe they're doing yogurt. Maybe they're doing more fruit. Even though that sounds like healthy things, you've got some sweet cravings coming in. And then, of course, the final one is the hormone shifts. A lot of times, whether it's estrogen dominance or you've got low progesterone, whatever it is, you're in perimenopause, menopause, those are some other things that we need to take a look at as well, right? So now you're in a space of, and like I said, you're eating less. So you might be eating less throughout the day. You're pushing harder in your workouts. You're trying to be more disciplined, but your body's already under a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to survive. So it's going to respond by holding on tighter to these things. And then if you want to look at it a step deeper, because for a lot of women, that pressure didn't start with food and fitness. It started when you were younger. It started with patterns of like, I need to be in control because I feel unpredictable. I've been in unpredictable environments. So I need to control whatever I can, including relationships. We see this a lot of times with clients who come in who have relationship issues where they maybe have an avoidant partner or a dismissive partner, or they've been in previous toxic and abusive relationships, and they're trying to control whatever standard and narrative that they can. And then self-worth comes in. Am I good enough? Am I doing enough? Feeling like you have to earn the results that you have. Oh, well, I need to do harder because everybody told me back then, do more, do better. Good job, but better. What about pushing yourself to prove something? There's a lot of times I have clients that come in, they're always trying to prove themselves to other people. Maybe it's at work, they don't feel recognized. At home, they don't feel recognized. They just feel like, oh, it's expected. Right? You don't feel safe to slow down. You don't even feel safe to slow the pace. Your body learns these things and it stays in that state. But your body isn't resisting weight loss. That's another thing that we have got to understand. It's not resisting the weight loss. It is just responding to the environment that it's in. And if that environment feels like pressure and you look around and you might think, well, things are pretty good. Like I can manage a busy schedule. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that. But like, it's not too much that I can't handle it. Doesn't matter. Your body responds to the environment. If this is its way of normal, this is normalcy for your body, then that environment feels like pressure all the time. And every single time your body will choose protection over fat loss or health goals. So it's not that you need to do more. It's not that you need to cut more, restrict more, discipline more, or effort more. It's about creating a body that feels safe enough to let go. And this is why whenever clients come to work with me, we focus so heavily on nervous system regulation. Because once your body shifts out of that survival mode, everything starts working differently. Your digestion improves, your hormones regulate, your energy increases, and your body actually starts responding to the efforts that you're giving it without having to force it. It just naturally works and operates. And this is exactly why whenever clients come to work with me, we have got to start with a stress mapping diagnostic because we have to take a look at where your body is currently holding on to stress from however long ago. Why is it keeping it in protection mode? What is keeping it in protection mode? What are those emotional patterns? What are the stressors, the traumas, the emotions, and the environment that you lived in that has it this way? And this is what you really need to identify and decode first so that your body can finally start responding. Because if you're ready to stop fighting with your body, then you have to learn to start working with it. And that's the things that we do whenever we are working with our clients. It's exactly what I do when I'm working with nervous system regulation, even looking at nutrition. What is the nutrition that we need to support your body with? Because if your body is in a chronic state of stress, those nutrients are going to deplete faster. It's what your body was designed to do. So you have to make sure you're replenishing it as well as healing it so that what you're putting in, the body holds and absorbs and stays connected to. And it says, let's utilize this that we've given it. So if you're ready to stop circling the problem and you're ready to actually solve it, then I invite you to DM me maps so we can look at what's really going on and map out your next step. Other than that, like and follow, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.